A special guest here to share his appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo Bills safety, Damar Hamlin.
Days after Damar Hamlin's Super Bowl appearance, he's addressing the controversial varsity jacket he wore to the big game. The piece of clothing, which features a depiction of a crucified Jesus on the back, was first criticized by fellow NFL player Adrian Peterson. He called it blasphemous and disrespectful. And now, Damar's responding on Twitter, explaining that after talking with his parents, he understands how the jacket could be offensive, and adds it was never his intention to hurt or disrespect anyone. So who's the designer behind the coat? Well, it's from a collaboration between Travis Scott and artist Takashi Murakami by the brand St. Michael. The front has an image of Jesus too, similar to a chain the rapper's holding in this pic. But for Damar, he says the jacket is abstract art to him. Quote, "It says eternal, which I am eternally thankful to my Savior." Damar says his beliefs in relationship with God isn't tied to symbolic images, but nonetheless, he's learned his lesson and will continue to walk in love.
Do you want to get yourself back on the football field?
Eventually, that's always the goal, but I'm allowing that to be in God's hands.
Damar's still on the road to recovery after suffering cardiac arrest during a game January 2nd.
We understand the significance of the injury and the situation.
His injury was met with an outpouring of love from fans all around the world. And during Damar's hospitalization, he says he was reminded of his purpose.
What happened to me on Monday Night Football, I feel is a direct example of God using me as a vessel to share my passion and my love directly from my heart with the entire world. And now I'm able to give it back to kids and communities all across the world who need it the most.
Damar's Toy Drive fundraiser raised more than $8.6 million in donations.
You put humanity above team loyalty. You showed the world unity over division. I'm not surprised by it, but I'm deeply grateful, and I'll be forever thankful and indebted to that.
I think our society is starting to come around and viewing, being an athlete is just a platform. It's an entry point to a larger mission or purpose that you can serve, and I think Damar's the perfect example of that.
And Damar's being recognized for his work. Last week, he was honored with a community award at the NFL Honors Ceremony.
Sudden cardiac arrest was nothing I would have ever chosen to be a part of my story. But that's because sometimes our own visions are too small, even when we think we are seeing the bigger picture.
As for when Damar will return to the field, that is still up in the air.
And did the doctors tell you it's possible?
It's a tough situation. They can't really tell because it's a up to me thing, I guess, or it's a long road. They just were worrying about trying to get me back to normal as much as they can.